Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the championship game of the PIP Labor Day Festival Gold Bracket. It's the Battle of Minnesota, 10,000 Lakes here in Pennsylvania. It's your Minnesota Junior Whitecaps. Home team in white against the Minnesota Whitecap Futures. The other Whitecap team from OS has made it to the championship game, and it's the 2012s, the Futures, the youngsters, trying to upset the old wily veterans, the 2011s. Junior Whitecaps. Might be a little confusing as we call Whitecaps versus Whitecaps. We'll probably call them Juniors versus Futures. Remember, the Futures are the youth gone wild in black, and your home team, Minnesota Junior Whitecaps, in white. And it's going to be a bloodbath here. Futures look to be tough. Caught a little bit of their semifinal matchup, and they are buzzing. So let's see how this one works out. Juniors have a little bit of size on them. We'll see how the youngsters handle some physicality. Should be a good one, folks. It's all Minnesota here in Pittsburgh finale. Hopefully the stream is up and running well. Pucks are in and getting ready to get started. Junior Whitecaps got that energy up, trying to intimidate the youngsters. Here we go, folks. Sorry to yell in your ear, but I got excited as well. And it is once again Leighton Fragnus line. We are off. Mills and Noble at defense, and it is Ruby Simmet starting in net. And that was apparently an icing call. Simmet starting in net again, did the first half of the last game. And we'll see Milinkovic for the second half of the game. But here we go into the junior zone. Genia tries to get it out, goes to Wagner. Wagner taking it wide right. Getting by number 16, turning, firing low shot, stick save. Futures cleared out of his own offside. Mills sends it in. And we'll stay here for a close look at the action. Both teams getting a swap. You'll see the Newman line out. Ingrid moving out center. Riley on the left wing. Lamantia at right wing. D stays the same. Pushed in off the stick of Lamantia. And Futures get it out to mid-ice. And send it in deep. Simmet will leave it behind for Mills. Mills sends it backwards for Noble. Up the board off of Ambuel's stick and held in. Mills will pick it up, goes firing around the board. Lamantia's got a race to get there and pops it up and gets out by Newman. Noble will get that one. Corralled by Ambuel up the left-hand side. Drops it back to Newman. Tries to send it back to Ambuel. Doesn't get there. Garrity now in for Lamantia as they start the change to the third line, which, take the call anything, the first, second, or third line is, I bet if you looked at it, they're all about pretty even in goals scored. And Audrey Nichols' stick snaps in half as she tries to catch that puck in. There's $300 to the Pure Hockey Foundation from the Nichols family, donating after Mills did in this morning's game. And Pure Hockey thanks you for your donation. Futures grab the puck and they're on the move. Getting it in, tipped away. Keatman picks up the loose change. Finds Pragnus out in front, one-on-one to the middle, but a sweet check by number 16. They go into the corner. Keatman, Wagner. Backhanded shot to the side was saved. A little bit more. After Caven fires it in deep out front, but to the stick of the Futures who mishandle it. Front to Pragnus. Her shot missed wide right. Jr now in on the left side in the corner, tipped away, and it is tipped off a Future stick. They're on the move. Wagner coming back and just handling that one herself at mid-ice. But a nice battle back by number 47. I apologize, I don't have the Futures roster, so I don't know their names. We might have some of the Futures friends and family on this one, as I did share the link with the gentleman here on the Futures, and I forgot that dad's name. I apologize. But any of the Futures parents, welcome here to the Romantia Hockey Network. Haven will pick it up and have to regroup. Tipped away. Puck bouncing off some sticks. Jenia finding the stick of Ambule. Cross ice, and Nichols had lost her stick. That would be the backup. And get their Lamantia now in. And iced. And there was kind of chaos all around. Girls falling down. A referee with the two halves of Nichols' broken stick. It's 11:29 left here in the first period. It is zeros on the scoreboard. It'll be in the Jr Whitecap zone after the icing call. Newman will take the draw. In the corner, coming out, and knocked away by Nelson. Lamantia hustling to get there. Like to see that. Ambio getting a piece of it. Lamantia trying to get it on her stick, but too many black jerseys around. And popped out by the Futures. Nelson will turn around as one on her. Up to Lamantia off her stick. Doesn't catch it cleanly. Having trouble just catching those. And here's 64 coming. Going to the outside and scored. 1-0 Futures. Great patience, and they get on the board first. The youngsters, exactly what you don't want to happen, get on the board and take the earlier 1-0 lead with 10:48. Great patience going through the crease. I think that was the center there, number, couldn't see her number, 64 perhaps. Haven not getting up, and you just don't want to let the youngsters get that confidence early on. Haven sends it around. Gareby finding Nichols. She's behind the defense, but had to slow down to get possession. She goes through the crease, turning, firing off the post. She's hit the post a couple times, and Futures coming across. Sending it to the middle off the stick of Solanic. A lot of pressure. The youngsters aren't afraid of the forecheck. Putting pressure on. Where's the help for the Jr Whitecaps? Now Nichols boarding up in the corner. It'll come out. Here's Caven. Trying to find Sheetman. And she does clear it. It'll come out to the defense for the Futures. That was offside. 9:38 left in the first. The early lead by the youngsters. And looks like they're going to go to mid-ice for this one. There's the Pragnus line. See if they can get something going. Magnus will fire it in. Wagner on the forecheck. That's the physicality they need. Jr trying to come away with it. Doesn't, and the Futures are going to break that one out. On the move, 2-on-2, fire it in. That is going to be their game plan. Fire it in deep and go get it. That one goes in the middle, and it comes out to Jr. Jr over to Wagner. Wagner trying to get it to the middle, couldn't. The defender lost his stick, but it comes out and chipped in. I think that's an icing. Nope. They say it wasn't. Jr, and a good step up by 89 coming across. And the Futures are playing well here to begin with. Jr out to the middle. And disrupted, fired in by Cragnish. She'll get off the ice. It's going to be the Newman line coming on. There's Ambulance. She lost an edge down deep. Newman on it. That'll come out. Lamantia is going to track it. Go across to Solonic and tip in. To get out. Here comes Lamantia. She's on the move. They've got numbers. Cross to Ambul. Turns. Middle. Trying to find Newman back in the middle of camp. Nelson can't hold it. Coming out 2-on-1 numbers. And just missed number 47 outside the top right corner. It was open. Solonic on the move. She's going to enter. Turns, tried to slide one across. It went off the defender's stick and popped up and caught by the goalie. Nichols line in. He's playing center at the moment. They've been swapping around. There's Garrity. Getting it back down to Nichols. Still have pressure. Back out to Garrity through the circle. Tipped away by the Futures. And Caven comes over, gets a piece of it, but it's coming out. And tipped away. Keatman can't grab it. And a whistle. And it's a penalty on the Jr Whitecaps. I don't know on who. And it was on Keatman. And Keatman will head to the penalty box. And it's a power play for the Futures. Already leading 1-0. 7:05 left in the first. Haven, Noble, Garby, and Nichols on the PK. Nichols picking it up. She's on the move. Up the right side. To the middle, firing just too high. And short-handed Whitecap Jr Whitecaps trying to put on pressure. Coming out, but Nichols again with the steal. Garby back to Nichols. Got it tipped away. Garby will pick it up. Comes around to the middle. Shoots, fires too far right of the post. It'll be Noble shipping it back down to the half wall. Futures try the near side. They will break it out of the zone. Caven defending. Knocking her off it. Loses an edge. They go into the boards. Sliding. Nichols down low getting boarded up. 29 seconds left on the Futures power play. Off the board by Noble, but held in by the D. Carter on the board, number 16. Can't hold it, it comes out. 10 seconds left on their power play. Number 9 will skate it in the right side and offside as she went along that blue line too long. 6 seconds left on their power play. 5:40 left in the first. Futures giving the Jr Whitecaps all they can handle here early. You got Cragnish and Wagner now coming in. And come over to the near side dot. And it's Nelson and Mills in behind them. Just seconds and Keaton will come out of the box. Power play expires. Keaton goes to the box. Jenia comes on the ice. So Keaton goes to the bench from the box. Jenia comes in and clears it out. Giving chase. Too far ahead of her now. Wagner and Jenia on the forecheck. And comes and handles it. Jenia wraparound. It's saved and covered. Futures take a change. Junior Whitecaps will stay out. Pregnant back to the point. Josie Nelson walking, firing. Down in front, it finally hits the ice. It was stuck in a pad, and it comes out to the stick of the Futures. They break it out to the middle. Goes off the stick of Josie Nelson, and they'll have to battle down low. Pregnant up to Wagner. Can't get it out. Under 5 minutes left here in the first. Nelson. Cross ice, finding Wagner all by herself at the blue line coming out. Turning, firing, missing. Too far left. And that is Kragness trying to get it out front. It does. It's loose out front. Jenia trying to get a piece of it. Wagner trying to turn and fire. Can't. And a good job clearing that puck to the side by the Futures. Jenia out of the feet of Wagner. She'll come out with it. Turning, firing, scoring. And Wagner ties it up. Avery Wagner. And it's tied up at 1. With 4:17 left. Wagner going through the line. In the championship game, should be a good one. It has been so far. Defense swaps out. Solonic and Caven. And Wagner battling. Put 64 on the boards. Right in front of the Junior Whitecap bench. Does come out, but Futures retain possession. Good job by Kragness. And they keep the pressure on. Broken out. Up to the left side to number 15. Caven gets back and disrupts. She'll chase it down. Comes back over to Solonic. Solonic will look to the middle off of Newman's stick who just entered. And turned around, it'll be Finley Caven will pick it up. She escapes out again. Looking to find Newman does. Who's going to press it out. It does come out. Loose. Newman finds it again. Got pressure all over. A nice pick by Riley Ambuel. Gets it to Lamantia. She'll dump it in, and that'll get the forward check cooking. Here comes Newman and Ambuel, the two big bodies. And Ambuel actually takes the digger on that one. Ambuel comes out. Lamantia coming over to the other side. And Mills keeps it in. Nice job pinching. Newman on the board, coming out. Lamantia falling on it. And Futures get possession, break it up off a stick. It should be icy, and it is. As it rolls across the goal line far side. We'll head back to the Futures zone with 2:45 left in the first. It'll bring out the Nichols line. Controlled by Futures. Behind their net, taking up to the right. Noble coming up, stopping it once. Not the second time comes out. Nichols will pick it up. She's cutting through traffic. Will turn around, turn back into the zone. Trying to come back to the middle, but taken away. Garrity on her backhand. Get across Nichols. And the goalie got back. I don't think Nichols got a clean shot on it. Gave an extra split second. That one fired by Noble, gloved up. Don't think it went clean one time or off her stick because it looked like Nichols was open on the back door, but the puck bounced off her stick weird and the goalie was able to get back over. I apologize again. I don't know the names of anyone on the Futures team. Looks like it's number 30 or 32. I can't tell her number. 31 maybe. And that one was stopped right out in front at the doorstep. Tell you what, her number's in the 30s. I see a 3. This puck, Mills fires. That one bounces to the back door. Nobody home for the Futures. And that one hammered Noble. Hammered one into 64. And that was offside, and she's feeling it. Noble was just trying to hammer that one to keep it in the zone. Caught the leg of number 64, and looked like that one stung. And here comes the Cragness line. Back on the ice. Genia holding right at the blue line, gets it in. Wagner on the fourth check. Genia. There they are. Genia over to Wagner. She pokes it forward, tipped away, and Wagner turns and fires. And saved. Wagner trying to push it out front. Comes out to the blue line, and Nelson got it tipped, bobbled, and will come out of his zone. She'll bring it back in, making a move up the left side. She's turning, firing her shot off the stick of the goalie, went into the netting, and will be whistled dead out of play. 1:24 left here in the first, tied up. Futures drawing first blood, and Jr Whitecaps tying it up Avery Wagner style. Pinching deep, Josie Nelson. With confidence, Lamantia trying to get there on the other side, battling. Gets to the stick of the winger, but right back in. Ambule couldn't get it. There's Newman out front. Lamantia, nope, Ambule. Couldn't tell who was out front. It was Ambule, and she kind of missed as well on the one-timer. That'll come out of the zone to Nelson. Backtracking across to Solonic. Solonic up to Ambule off her stick. Ambule picks it up, turns middle, Lamantia, and that one, I think it caught the top of the chest pad and went over the net. It looked like she had a good chance to score there, but couldn't get it in. And it remains 1-1. Fired on from Caven, and the defender knocks it down, gets by Caven. There's 29 seconds left. All the way down, there'll be no icing. And we've got a change trying to catch it out all the way out to Mantia. Moves around. Newman still in, and Ambule. Garrity coming in for Lamantia. Good breakout pass up high, but a better stick by Noble. But the speedy number 64 gets possession at the buzzer. That's the end of one, folks. And it's tied up. Stay tuned. More Minnesota hockey action to come. The 2011 Junior Whitecaps against the 2012 Futures. They said, why be the future when you could be the present and not the past? Maybe something like that. That might not be their tagline, but let's go with it. Coach Jeff Burton over there giving instruction. I believe Johnny Pohl over there for the 2012s. Assisting this weekend, Lindsay Macy, again, favorite of the girls over there at St. Benedict's, Minnesota. Head coach there of their women's college program. Looks like she's having some snacks there between period. Always good to keep the energy level up on the bench. All right, folks, we'll get out here for the start of the second here shortly, switching sides. And it looks like the Nichols line coming out to start, number Deuce. Clear it out. See Keatman, she'll dump it in. Garrity dumps it down to Nichols. Take it away. Keeping it down low was Caven. Now Garrity in the corner. Futures bounce it off a skate and out. Caven will pick it up. We'll have number 52 on her. But will navigate and off of Keatman's stick. It goes through. Icing is on. It didn't hit a future stick. And we'll head into the junior Whitecap zone. Some of the junior parents saying, hey, she could have played that puck and didn't. So didn't think it should have been an icing, but an icing it is. Nichols will take the draw against number 22, I think, or 27 or 32. And a whistle offside, I'm assuming. I was looking back, still trying to figure out what that girl's number was, and it was 27. And I wasn't watching the play, so offsides it does appear. Carrying it in and then bumped off by Mills. But sticking with it, it's number 47. Mills will bring the board up to Nichols. She's going to get on the move. She's got Garrity driving the middle. Nichols will come around the net with her backhand, leaving it for Garrity. He does get there. Players are, well, try to get it back over to Keatman. Can't. Nice defense back there by number 19, I believe, for the Futures, and ships it out. Nichols has it with pressure. Will go over to Mills. Mills turned it over at mid-ice, sent back in beyond Simmet, and Nelson will pick it up. Looking to go cross ice off the stick of Jr. And Keatman gets it in. Back and forth around the end boards. Now up the board, Solonic holds. Kragness centers one off Jenny's stick, and Kragness will regroup trying to get it. Gets the Jenny out front. Loose scored. Rebound was Kragness. And it's a 2-1 lead off the rebound, Leighton Kragness. 2-1. Junior Whitecaps. Kragness with a gigantic first game against the Junior Eagles with 4 goals and assists, 5 points. Gets back in the scoring column here in the championship game. Sent in, Wagner pressing. Out and stolen. Jenia had to wait. Wagner will pick it up. She goes off the board, collects. Battling through. Keeps it on her backhand. Will dump it down to Kragness. Back to Wagner. Just past her stick. She'll get turn fire. Back. Scored. Jenia on a beauty from Kragness from Wagner. And it's a 2-goal shift for the Kragness line. And even Coach Lindsay Macy has her hands on her head and said, excuse me, holy SHIT, what did I just witness? That was the goal of the tournament. And for those of you on YouTube that wants to hit the replay button to go back and watch that one again, maybe go ahead and do so. Because as the kids say, ew. And it's 3-1 Junior Whitecaps. I mean, I think there were 2 behind the back no-look passes there. And that line stays in. They're not done. Looking for a hat trick on this shift. is Avery Wagner. That's loose on the back door. Turning fire, and his Cragness can't get there. Future's just trying to get it out, and will trickle past Haven. And offside. And the Future parents don't like that. Another set of good-looking dads. There must be something in the water of the 10,000 lakes. Didn't like the call when it was dropping the neutral zone and the Newman line coming out. I don't think they're going to be able to top what the Cragness line just did with 2 goals. Actually, I don't even know who scored the last one. Was it Jr? I'm not even sure. It was just tic-tac passing, and Ambule fires one off the stick. Nope, that was not Ambule. Demanti or Newman, one of the two. I was losing track of them. Because it is the Newman line. Newman getting there to put on pressure. And comes out. Lamantia comes around, tries to wrap around a Fleece out front. Gets all the way to Noble, turns, fires. Went off of a skate and up high into the netting, out of play. Just under 11 minutes, 10:58 remaining in the second. Futures jumped on late with an early 1-0 lead, looking strong, but the Jr Whitecaps looking to wear down. It's early, though. A lot of hockey left to play. And this Futures team, only down by 2, has some firepower, and I expect this one to get closer. And here's number 52 trying to do just that. Getting it deep. Out front, turning, firing, and a beautiful save off the blocker by Simic. That one was heading towards the end. That one gets to Lamantia. She's going to regroup, take it up the right-hand side, through the legs of the defender and working to get there. Won't in time. Comes out, and Nelson will track. Might be catching him on the line change. Can't find a lane. Nelson will take it all the way in. Navigating towards the left of the net. Loose puck at the feet of Nichols. Can't get it. Garraby couldn't wrangle it in right in front of the net. Here comes 82 with Nelson. Poke check. Back the other way, and just 4 white jerseys on and behind the goal line, which is probably too many. Futures trying to dig it out of the corner. At the stick of Nichols, picks it up. We'll go out of the zone offside as it tipped back in. 9:24 left in the second. It's been a fun weekend here in Pittsburgh. Jr Whitecaps looking to finish it off with a championship. Garraby now taking the draw. Yeah, they've been switching all weekend between Nichols, Garraby, and Keaton and taking those face-offs. Fired in by the Futures. Spinning behind Simmet. You can zoom in a little. I don't know. There we go. Garraby going all the way up the board. Turned around by the Futures offside. Bringing the Cragness line with 2 goals in their last shift. Let's see what they have in store for this one. It's going to be hard to beat that one. Jr picking it up, picking up the pace, sending it up ahead of Wagner to go right on net and covered up wisely. Might be too zoomed in now. Too zoomed out. I don't know. Quit messing with it, right, Brett? Wagner turns and fires, and that one was stopped. 8:48 left. Xenia trying to find Cragness, went faster. Noble fires it in. Out to Caven. Wall to Jr, sends it down low. Wagner back to Kragness. Future send it up the board. Turning, firing was Caven, misses right. Wagner trying to get there. Back the other way. It'll be Jr getting there first. Boarded up. And that didn't come out. Looked like it was going to. Number 13 picks it up for the Futures. She's got pressure on her. Now comes Ambule. In. Jenny onto the side of the net. Is trying to get one out front. Working on the line change. Here comes Lamantia. Backhanded pass. Lamantia couldn't get a stick on it. Defender did. And coming out the other way, number 22 with speed will send it to the corner, get a change. Newman was trickling behind the defense, but it doesn't get there. She'll pick it up and find Ambule. It's loose. Newman pushing it forward. Battling, but the Futures not able to get it out. Now Ambule, now Newman goes into the corner. All the way around, Nelson will collect. Tries to fire it to the net, picked up by a Futures player. They break it back out to the middle. And getting around Mills, number 47, turning, firing, and a block shot into the netting by Nelson. A nice move getting around Mills by number 47. But Nelson came to clean things up. 6:46 left. And that is the change. That will end the tournament for Ruby Simmet, another dandy. She's going to come out to the bench and cheer on as Clara Milinkovic will come in for the second half of this one. Milinkovic now in net. There was a late change with Valencia and Ambio getting off late, but the Nichols Garrity Keaton line is on, and that is Garrity. Coming out, finding Nichols at mid-ice, bonks the other way, goes off Keaton. She gets possession, enters, and over to the left, Garrity. Shot was blocked partially, and it was underneath the goalie, not really covered. Officials couldn't see that one, so it was whistled dead, but it was starting to trickle back out. Either way, face off in the Future zone with 6:22 left in the second. Nichols, Garrity. Back out to the middle, number 52. Will carry it in and fire. Milinkovic gloves it up. Haven getting pinched in the corner. Nichols comes away with the loose puck. Up the board to Keaton, across to Garrity. Kicks it back up to her stick. To the middle. Good stick by the Futures. They'll come out of the zone. Solana turning it around. Garrity will send it in and get off the ice along with Keaton. Nichols still out there. In comes Kragness. In comes Wagner. Solana stepping up, stealing. Getting it out front, and a one-time attempt. Nichols missed. It was a bouncing puck. And Solonic turns, finds Wagner on the side. Oh, went through the crease. Nichols wasn't expecting that one to come back her way. Thought Wagner was going to shoot it. And puck finds the stick of Solonic now to Kragness. Drops it for Wagner. Turns, fires. Loose. And covered up from the backside by number 31 in net. Nice save. 5:02 left in the second. Jenny now coming and replacing Nichols. Solonic and Caven at the blue line. They'll have to retreat. Number 56, bring it into the zone. Try to get a shot off. It was blocked. The puck will trickle to Milinkovic. will cover. Coming over to the near circle. Loose puck. Jr to Wagner. Sends it in. Moving out, number 56, Mills with a good sweep check. Taken back in by the speedy number 16. Getting to the front. Stick by Noble. Stop the shot from getting the net. Newman line coming out. To the middle. Columbia gets a piece, knocks it forward. The 19 with it will send it back out right to Newman. Firing it in was Mills. That one comes out. Angiel had it momentarily. Comes out to the middle. Futures pick it up, number 52. Knocked away, Newman can't corral it. Turning, firing midsection, held on to by Milinkovic. Becomes what I'll now call the Garrity line as she takes the drop. Cross ice and out. Back in outside. 3:27 left here in the second. They are going to go to center ice. Nichols sends it in. Garrity come out, sends it back to Nichols. Drops it to Solonic. Sends it out front, tipped away. Nichols fires a one-timer. Under 3 minutes left here in the second. Loose puck, Heatman, tipped away. 16 will fire it off the boards into the neutral zone. Solonic stops it there. Did not get back in the zone, now does. Man, that one turned over. But right back and finds the stick of Heatman to get it to Nelson. He's racing up. Can't get there. Garrity battling. Nichols battling. Garrity trying to come out the other side, dropping it for Nichols, tipped away and iced out by the Futures with exactly 2 minutes left in the second. 2-minute warning, folks. The Jr Whitecaps have slowed down the attack of the Futures. We'll see if that can continue. Cracking this line in. Ball start. Magnus backhand off of the goalie. Gets back to Caven. Fires. That one gets all the way to the net and handled. Into the mid of number 31. Cross ice. Noble. Her shot got through. Rebound. Nope. Loose behind the net. But the Cragness is going to get it out front again. Jr sends it along the backboards. Wagner racing to get over. And broken out nicely by the Futures number 56. Getting there, going to have a shot. Turns, fires, and off the shoulder pad of Milinkovic. Just back out. Jr can't do anything with it. Futures back out to the point, back down low. $50 seconds left here in the second. Cleveland trying to get there. It's behind the net. They're trying to get in here with 35 seconds left in the second. Would be huge for the Futures to get one back on the board. And only trail by one heading into the third. They'll cross ice. 18, turn fired. And that got redirected with a high stick, it looked like. Wasn't called and actually hit the top of the crossbar. That one's rolling all the way down for an icing, and it was called. 14.1 seconds left in the second. The Newman line will come out. And again, with 14-1 in your own zone, you just want to get this one cleared and not let them get one before the period expires. Head into the third with a 2-goal lead. Newman will take the draw. Goes into the corner. Nelson fires it up. Across. Lamantia trying to hold up. Comes out to the Futures. They center one. It's Ambiel trying to get one out and does. He stays down, and that'll be the end of the second period, which saw the Jr Whitecaps take a 2-goal lead after tied at 1 after the first. And that last goal, the third one, was a beauty, folks. You should go back and watch that one again. Taking another breather, 15 minutes left until championship time. We'll see if the Jr Whitecaps can hold on, or will the youngsters, the 2012 Futures, mount a comeback for the ages. Well, we get double Whitecap cheers from both sides. A testament to the OS program. And Winnie having both her teams, the 2011s and 12s, in the championship game here. The top two teams left of 24 in this 14U division. Both from Minnesota, both from OS, both Whitecaps. Newman line started the period. Firing on net. It's loose out front. Coming up. Hammered in by Nelson. Maybe trying to get there. Nelson tipping it out in offside. Kevin coming around. Annual doesn't get it up. On net. Off the stick of Milinkovic. Here comes Newman. Trying to get it to Lamantia. Just sends it out. I don't know why. She had space. Newman pushing it forward and racing to get there, but the goalie jumps on it in the nick of time. Bring out the Garrity line. Nichols through the circles. Defender got a stick on it. Goes wide left. Cleared out of the zone by the Futures. No icing, says it was tipped. Haven will race to get there first, does. Heatman makes a nice move and will look to make the pass up but miss the mark. Looking for Garrity, and the Futures send it in. It looked like it was offside potentially, but not. 52 gets a shot off the mitt of Milinkovic. 23. In wraparound attempt, Milinkovic saw it coming. Not able to cover, but it comes out of his own. Loose puck. Nichols bounces it off the board. Keaton will pick it up. Tips it in. Corner Nichols tipped away. Mills will track it out of the zone. Sends it to the middle to Wagner, who's just in. She gets it knocked away. Nichols picks it back up, looking for Garrity. Centers it back to Nichols on the zone entry. Fires it. Rebound comes back the same way. And fired out. Number 47 has it. And gets bumped off by Josie Nelson. And catching him on a change. Ready to. Wagner just comes and blows her up. And that's the difference in the year of age. Jenny sends that one up to Wagner. She'll fire it in. "12 minutes left. Futures on the move, too far out ahead. Solonic after Nelson. Into the middle. Futures out. On to number 50. Turning and firing, but Solonic stops the shot. Back out to Wagner. Come over the near side board for Jenya. She fires it across ice. Finds a stick of Ambule just off the bench. Finding Pragnis. Pragnis. Hesitation. Shot missed wide right. Moving pinching. Ambule in the corner. Lamantia barreling through a girl back there. Newman picks it up, puts it back to the point. Cave-in. Fires one, a low one. And the rebound, Newman, was saved. Another great one by 41. Rebound, point blank range, Newman. This puck, Keeper's on the move, a little too far ahead, and Nelson sends it over to Noble. Uses everybody. Lamantia picks it up, trying to skate it in. Newman was in the way, so she'll just pick up the puck. Sauces it behind the net. Lamantia, Did she touch her? Yeah, I thought she lost an edge, but they're going to call Lamantia on the penalty. I think she lost an edge, but yeah, I think she just lost an edge. Audrey doesn't get too many checking penalties, so we'll. But that will be a power play here for the Futures on the penalty. I don't know what they called it actually, a body check, a hook or something, but it is a minute-and-a-half power play for the Futures. Nancy will see in her first penalty minutes of the tournament. High off the glass by Mills, but stays in the zone. Here goes Nichols. Good poke check away. Off the glass, but Nichols fires it back in from the blue line. And the Futures need to get something ticking here with the power play. That's offside as number 27 lost an edge as she was trying to hold up at the blue line and her body went over. To get something going, the power play is the way to do it. And that missed and go all the way down for an icing. So with 12 seconds left on the Lamantia penalty, the Futures backed up in their own zone. Wagner coming out for Gary. And that means when penalty expires, then we should see Jenia coming in for Lamantia, who will go to the bench. Nice and take that line change. Wagner in the corner, short-handed. Out front, fired, scored. Kragness with her second. And she's bookending this tournament with some beauties. Again, 4 goals in the first game. She's got 2 here in the championship game. Leighton Kragness makes it 4-1, a short-handed goal. .901 left. Penalty did expire. Jenia did come out onto the ice. Goes across to Jenia. Andy Wagner trying to come back to the middle, bumped off it. Firing across. 23. Mills takes a chance at it. Had teammates come. Kept in. Now out. And it gets by, and Wagner's going to be all alone. And that one missed. I don't know if it went off the shoulder pad. I think it might have. I don't think she missed the net from there totally. That one gets to Newman, who's now in. Lamantia out front. She scores. Lamantia from Newman, a beauty of a feed out front. And they go in a pileup down there. It's rowdy. Lamantia getting on the scoring sheet. A beauty of a feed. Cross ice from Newman. Makes it 5-1. That was Thug Life. Hashtag Audrey Lamantia, affectionately known as Thug around these parts here in Pittsburgh. And it's 5-1, 7:50 left. Handle out to the middle to Newman. Newman into the zone. Auto zone. Really hard not to say that every time. Great advertising. Out front, Ambule couldn't get to it. Futures take it behind the net, looking to clear it. It's up to the board and held by Solonic. Back to Ambule. And we'll have a little jam session. That one fired out, iced by the Futures, but it's going to hold up in some snow and go nowhere. It'll go cross ice. Nelson goes behind Ambule, and that was an icing. Under 7 minutes left, just barely. 5-1 Jr Whitecaps over the youngsters, the 2012s, the Futures. And the future looks to remain in the future. And the juniors look to not be in the past. And time is a flat line. No, time is a flat circle. Dang it, how did I blow that one? Time is a flat circle. For those of you fans of the show, gosh, what's the name of the show? What day is it? Where am I? Out in the neutral zone, past Keatman, and that might be, nope, no icing. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of the name of the show? Woody Harrelson, Matthew McConaughey, season one of the best. True Detective. There it is. We got there, folks. True Detective. Matthew McConaughey, Tom, flat circle. Cross ice, Nichols, backhanded attempt. Again, one of the most lethal backhand shots you'll see. That comes out to Caven. Tried to leave it for Noble, turned over, but Caven said, I'm going to come back and handle that one. I'll take care of it and clean up my mistakes. Now Nichols in offsides with 5:36 remaining. I think there's another new season of True Detective coming out. A lot of people didn't like the last one, season 5 up in Alaska. Who did I hear is going to be in it? Only I could Google on this while I'm streaming. Offside. Folks, welcome again here to the Levantia Hockey Network, streaming via the Sideline HD app on Facebook and YouTube.com. For all of your 2011 hockey action from Minnesota, and today you get some bonus 2012 action. The Futures trailing by 4. Nelson centering one. Pragnish, he's got 2, almost got 3, goes through the crease. Newman tips it forward. Covered up. 4:48 remaining. What a job by the Whitecap Futures. Youngest team here in this tournament of 24 teams, the best 14U in the country, or at least the majority of them. Coming out and making it to the championship game, top 2. What a squad. I've seen a little bit of a few of their games, and obviously seeing them here today, they are no joke. The Johnny Pohl-led squad. Ready firing, locked. I apologize, I forget the name of the younger Pohl girl who's playing on this team. Is it Emily? Should not take guesses. Middle, finding Ambule. Survey, come out, send it back down to Newman. Levantia will push it out. Newman and Lamanza trying to decide who's going to take it. Newman just sends it out front, but nobody home. Well, Ambiel was the one sandwich between 2D, and the Futures bringing it out. Crossed the red line, sending it in, number 50. Taken away by Caven. 23 firing it back down around the boards. Caven will pick it back up. Try the near side up to Lamantia, and she can't clear it. Set right back out front. Good job by Solonic getting a piece of it before a shot off and point blank. Loose puck. Where is it? There it is. Futures behind the goal line trying to center one. Oh, almost a backdoor rebound attempt. And Ambiel is struggling to get that one from the boards. Cave will pick it up and try this side again. We'll just fling it out and come out of the zone as they were struggling. So just, doesn't ice because it hits in snow. And that one's an ice coming the other way. Unfortunate break for the Futures. And that'll send it down into their own zone with 2:49 left. A 4-goal lead for the Jr Whitecaps. Looking to bring home the championship here from Pittsburgh. Labor Day Festival. Firing off the face mask was Nichols' shot, and breaking out for the Futures. Heatman pushes it forward, picks back up, Futures out into neutral zone, picked up by number 82. She's on the move at speed, pushes it to the left. Garrity brings the boards up to Nichols. She will send it back up to Garrity. Grace Garrity, freshman at Holy Family, turns, fires, and a kick save. Another good one by number 31. Under 2 minutes left. Number 41 snapper, Milinkovic stick save. Into the corner, number 50 sends it around. Battle in the corner. Garrity using the hips and flips it high into the air. Oh, must have hit the netting. I thought it stayed in play. It does not. 1:15 left in this one. And the Cragness line coming in. Cragness doesn't want the hat trick. She only does it Texas style. So I don't see her getting a third unless she's going to put the fourth in right away. Chips it out. Here comes Wagner, 2v1. Cross to Jenia. Back to Wagner. Put it home. 6-1. 58.5 left. Wagner to Jenia to Wagner. I've never seen that before, and it's 6-1. With 58.5 left. Wagner with her second. 2 for Wagner, 2 from Cragness. 1 Jenia, 1 Lamantia. Did Nichols get one? I don't know. It's been a long weekend, folks, but we have had a blast. 53 seconds left in this one for the Futures. A heck of a tournament, but a championship will wait a little bit longer. I wouldn't want to play them next year here in the same division. Cross ice, Jenia back looking for Cragness again. Oh, that one went through the crease and almost went in. 20-something seconds left. Futures sending one up. 27, looking to see if they can get one. Pass is just tough to get connecting on the neutral zone for the Futures. Back to Solonic with 12 seconds. We'll dump it to Nelson. He will regroup. cross ice to Solonic. Back up to Newman just in. Ambule sends it in, and that will do it at the championship, folks. There goes Milinkovic. And the Junior Whitecaps are in a pile-up. And let's just hope everybody is okay. Peter over there. Championship, a great tournament for the futures. Having a heck of one. We'll stay here for some post-game festivities. A great tournament. Congratulations to the Whitecap Futures 2012s. A phenomenal team. As you'd expect, congratulations to the Whitecaps OS program. The top two teams here in Pittsburgh in the 14U division. All Minnesota championship game teams from all over North America. And the Junior Whitecaps are victorious. They will host the trophy of whatever it's called. Assuming there is one. They're going to take off some helmets, some pictures. They're going to say hi to their little Minnesota teammates and friends, the younger kiddos. And I think they want to get a picture of both in there together. I'm sure they will. We got some folks that got to catch a flight here pretty quickly, the 5:40 out of Pittsburgh. So 3:21 here local time. We're going to get a picture of both teams of OS, and what a good one that is, folks. I think Winnie will get a copy of that.
Yeah, time for a photo bomb.
Photo bomb. Let's get one right here. Can I turn this camera on? Well, here, let's just do it this way. Say hi. There's
Photo
Tony
bomb.
Jenny with the photo bomb. Loving it up.
What a great tournament.
It was a great tournament. I agree, Tony. Played their hearts out. A great tournament from the futures, finishing second. Getting some medals out there. Yeah, what a great one. Again, a few of the families here. I was one of them, was going to have to head to the airport. But as my layover in Detroit got delayed till midnight, I decided to switch flights till 6:30 a.m. tomorrow. So Lamantias will be seeing some Pittsburgh action tonight. And we'll have some fun. We'll celebrate, close down the juice bar, and get out on the road tomorrow back to Minnesota. Happy Labor Day weekend, all. And let's do a quick shout out. Happy birthday, Stephanie Lamantia, tomorrow. I will not be there when you wake up, but shortly after.
Happy birthday, Steph.
Happy birthday, Stephanie, says Tony, and we will see you in the morning. We miss y'all.
Good game, my man. You guys got a good spot there.
All right, folks, we're going to be wrapping this up. So again, we'll say goodbye. Thanks for joining us here. And as always, I do these streams for pretty much any team that Audrey Lamantia is on, so you can catch her Tier 1 Moose action this fall and anything else. Oh, they want a picture this way. The parents are yelling. All they're seeing is their backsides. They're like, settle down. Look at all those angry parents. All those angry Minnesotan parents. They're looking for some hot dish over there. But they're getting the official photo first. And, oh, yeah, we get the photo bombs in there, me and Tony. We'll be in the background of this one for years to come. Looks like they got some hats there. Some championship hats.
Swag.
Yeah, a little swag, championship swag. A banner over there. And I don't think the parents are going to get their picture this way. We might have to. They're still waiting on one, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Well, with that, I'm going to shut her down because I got to pack up. But thanks again for joining us, and we'll see y'all when we get